Can you all hear us now? All right. We've got people. So yes.
Okay, so with all that being said, I'll my guess is with the Norwalls being here for the first time, they don't have a lot of experience with this kind of game. They probably played the game a lot, but this seems a little bit more intense, is what you're describing to me. The Kings are looking for their first win. They haven't had one here, but they've been here a few times. I'm a huge Cardinal fan. The Cardinals are one of the coolest teams in the NFL. I'll go with the Kings.
All right. Fair enough. Our weather for tonight, and of course, because we are in Arizona, because it's the championship, it is clear and night and no winds. So one final thing I want to point out before we get going, which is you'll notice here Peter Softens has a beautiful face that looks a little different from everyone else. That is our Face Gen charity drive, and I want to just let everyone know we did hit our 10,000 goal. So we've raised $10,000 with 5 other sim leagues for the Children's Organ Transplant Association. So that's fun and exciting.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So thank you everyone who was involved. Couldn't have done it without you all. And yeah, let's get started. Of course, now that we hit that goal, I've promised many another commissioner of a fancy dress drunk podcast. So, should be fun.
Yeah, this is exciting, man. I'm stoked to sit down with you guys and kind of go over some of
Yeah. One of the fun things about the end zone. So you'll notice that I mentioned earlier that the Kings had been there. That Kings had been there twice. The Narwhals and the Kings made a pact to keep the Rail Raiders at, and that was their logo. It was the Narwhals logo with the Kings shaking hands. So that was sort of that.
I love how you guys have all these extra little things. It is just so awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Blue 47. Go.
It's a good throw.
Great throw. And McMorris up the sideline.
Oh, there he goes.
Red 10.
And they're now in the red zone. So, oof, that's a quick sack.
Red 10.
Which I don't think, because it's a designed run, they didn't lose yards. It's kind of weird like that. But a short pass to TLK, not to be confused with me, and it's a touchdown.
Touchdown! Woohoo! Okay. Getting on the board quick.
Heck yeah. And so now the Narwhals are going to try and do it. So the real question is how well the Narwhals defense can stop the combination that they call Thunder Mouse, Zach Mouse, and John Thunderball. As Matthew Edwards gets that sack.
Big time sack right there.
Ooh.
Oh, hit.
Light.
That defense is getting there quick.
Yeah. Kings defense has been probably the best in the development league for a long time. And it's a quick 3 and out. As the truth is going to get to 38 to 48. McMorris with a quick catch. He hasn't run the ball once, though. Now he has, and got busted up by Deluxe Pogger.
Third and long. Oh, another run. I feel like he ran that one just to set up a good punt.
Hey, sometimes he got it, and Zuko Ito's got the leg for it. As that one's going to go out at about the 5. Oh, way further back. There's Thunderball. And it's a pick. Matthew Edwards, who I think is someone who I think will be gone in the first 3 picks.
of like the best players in the league?
He's definitely one of the. So we have the activity check, and in terms of draftees, and it's coming right back, Brighton Grisby. He's got. Told you a touch quiet.
I'm quiet.
Yeah, I can fix you. Don't worry.
Blue 26. Set.
Should be louder now.
41.
You guys hear me?
Oh yeah, much better. And Thunderball is getting the first. So yeah, with Edwards, he's the top earning player in the development league in terms of activity checks and activity checks, really. And James with a huge run. That's going to get him into field goal range, I think. Not 100% sure. So one of the things that the Axis devs put in, you'll get a kick out of this, is they changed the AI behavior for kicks. So they actually look at the kick power of the kicker to determine whether or not they're going to go for a punt or a field goal attempt.
Oh, I like that. So you actually see some realism when it comes to situational stuff.
Yes, and that one is barely good for 55-yarders, and the Narwhals are on the board. But it also means that because some of our kickers have 99 kick power, and you'll see that in the next game, they'll go for like these 60-yarders, 70-yarders, and make it like it's nobody's business.
So what is the I know with like the only thing I know how to do is compare some of the mechanics here to like what we need. I don't want to do that long game, but what is the kicking like? So is it just AA or how does that work?
So I'm sorry, I missed that because it came in a little soft. I'm boosting you a little more.
Fix my stuff.
Is this any better?
Oh my god, much better.
Alright.
So what was the question?
Okay, so like with kicking, is it just like clicking A and A like Madden does theirs, or is it a different whole mechanic to make the field goal?
Well, I have no idea because this is all the computer doing it.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure.
Yeah. So, not 100% sure. As this offsides is going to be accepted because it's fewer yards lost.
Smart.
Yeah. And a quick pass and a drop. Gotta catch that. He caught
That was
it.
a touchdown.
That was huge. That's going to be a punt.
So all of these players, I want to make sure I got it. All of these players are actually somebody that's in your league, right? So each of them control an individual person.
Yes, they grow.
They don't really.
Yeah.
They grow them.
Yeah, they grow them, they develop them, they choose what stats to improve, all of that sort of stuff. The only exception is when you see a player named Body McBotterson.
Bonnie
They're-
McBonner.
They're a robot.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so like McMorris here has put points into speed, so he's a little faster than, say, his peers.
So who is the guy that just dropped that ball? Because we got to talk to that guy about upping his catch a little bit. You can't be doing that. This is a big game, man.
I know. I think, honestly, it was Real Games, but don't quote me on that.
Oh.
I sadly don't have the roster with the numbers handily memorized.
Oh, that was a good run.
And it's 3rd and 2.
Let's see what they do here.
And he falls forward. Does he have it? He doesn't! Huge stop by the Narwhals defense.
Will the computer go for like fakes, or is it always just a straight punt?
It's always a straight punt, which is probably good because I've seen too many sim leagues where the engine decides now is a good time for a fake. And it'll be like 4th and 20 on your 10.
Makes complete sense.
So I'm okay with a lack of fakes. They will go for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter.
Gotcha.
And we'll get there as Bond with a spin move to get a couple yards, but not enough. Looks like Zach Mouse is not happy about how his quarterback is playing tonight. I don't even think it's an accuracy thing. I think it's just the drops the defenses are getting in everyone's head.
Yeah, it is. There's been some good throws, but there have been a lot of drops. Oh, that's another good catch.
Wilkins on that one.
Black 11. Black 11. Ready?
I mean, the crazy part is that this is probably the last play of the half. I don't think they're going to get the field goal off in time because they won't call a timeout, which is one thing I'm really excited about 21 for.
Gotcha.
The timeout logic is being modified, so
I had a lot of fun talking to those guys on the podcast. They were just incredible dude.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Red 44. Red 44.
So it's one of the things that I'm really looking forward to at 21. And so one of the things that they said, and this is something to actually keep in mind with the, oh yeah, Adam and I bet $10 for charity on this game. As Games falls forward and gets the first, I think, no.
47. 47.
But one of the things to keep in mind that Dave, the developer, said with throwing is sort of the defenders in the area will actually impact how well you catch or not. So a really interesting mechanic.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of what they're doing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, big time sack. He just got that instant pressure.
Ludacris got him.
19. Ready? Hike.
Ludacris from the ATL?
Of course.
What a throw.
And there's that softens magic.
Sit hut.
And Memphis takes a 14-point lead. Narwhals need to start looking to their run game a little more.
Ready? Hike.
And the Kings fans in the chat, as you can see, are super excited.
Red 16. Red 16. Sit hike.
And Caleb Bodeng of the Bodeng brothers will catch that one. Huge pass to Thunderball, and Thunderball's, I think he might be...
He's gone. That's a touchdown.
And there it is, and that's what makes the Narwhals so dangerous. Plays like that.
He was gone.
Wilkins will get to 27.
Green 29. Green 29. Hike.
Oh,
Red
Huge run from McMorris, though, for 9.
4. Sit hike.
And a fair 6-2
another
comes
big
in.
time sack.
6-2 works.
Sit hike.
The 6-2 is always an interesting formation that we see. As Softens tries to run it and it fails. So usually what will happen is, if you remember that quick short pass where the guy was open,
Yes.
that was going against a 6-2. And when that play works, it's an instant touchdown. Of course, the advantage of 6-2 is if they don't do that play with a quick release, it is almost always a sack. So it's one of those really dangerous formations that every team has, because it's a default formation that can't be taken out.
Right. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And Bodeng with a huge catch.
Black 8. Set. Sit hike.
And Bond, the tight end.
Black 5. Black 5. Go.
And the Narwhals are in the red zone.
Ready? Sit hike.
Hello, Mr. William Thompson. And James will run out of bounds. All right, guys, we got a 4-point game in the fourth quarter. Championship. Force and chat, everyone.
Black 11. Ready?
So here's where it gets fun. The AI is going to go for it on 4th down, but they won't need to, as Thunderball's in for the touchdown.
Go.
He's rushed for 12 yards tonight. The defense has absolutely stopped him on the run, but they can't contain him on the pass.
Down to the last 5 minutes here.
Yep.
Red 31.
Still feeling confidence in the Kings?
Ready. Set.
Yeah, we got it. We're doing it.
All right. And so, as I said, McBotterson, so that one's probably wide receiver 5. That's a robot.
Set.
But within the development league, what'll happen is as people come in, they'll be replacing those Bottersons.
Got it.
Black 5. Black 5.
Come on, Kings.
Ooh, does Wilkins have it? I don't think he does.
23. Red 23. Go.
Ooh, and the 6-2
no.
gets softens.
Oh, we
Sanjay
gotta
Watt.
have it here.
And McMorris.
Oh, big run.
Huge from McMorris. All right, so another weird and crazy thing
Black
with the AI,
Black
and this is kind of important. If we hit the 2-minute warning, the AI will, until about from 2 minutes to 17 seconds or so, the AI will always go for the touchdown.
Green 1.
Really?
Really. Doesn't matter if it's 4th down. So it could be one of those weird cases where the Kings may lose by AI. Of course, they're out of field goal range right now. So I'd go for it anyway on 4th down here. And it's 3rd and 9 as we hit the 2-minute warning. And that's a huge sack. So it's here, do or die, 4th and 13.
Green 33.
Softens has time. He's going to run it. And he's sacked.
Got it. Big
That'll
time sack.
do it. I think the Narwhals are
That's it.
going to win this.
That is it.
False start, though. Thinking it's 1st and 15. They need a quick stop, and they've still got 3 timeouts. Mouse finds Boateng, and they're not going to call it, so the Narwhals are going to burn the clock.
16. Ready.
Yeah, the timeout logic, I'm really looking forward to a change in 21-4.
Go.
And now they're going to burn a timeout, so it's 3rd and 3.
23. Red 23.
We still got a chance here.
Tonight.
And they're going to burn their last timeout with that quick instant sack, 57 seconds.
Man, we got a chance.
And the truth is going to quickly run out of bounds.
41.
So 50 seconds.
21. Tonight.
Can the offense do it? I don't think they can.
Ooh,
They just got smoked.
Blue 47. Blue 47. Go.
Troy Pressing, while I agree with that you would have been tied with if we got that field goal, you were out of field goal range for Zuko Ito. And a
Good
huge
throw.
pass from Sanic.
Green 3. Green 3. Set. Tonight.
Can they get down here? Come
need to
on,
get-
offense.
McMorris,
Oh, good run.
he's going to run out of bounds. 16 seconds.
Oh, man, they're making it close. Are we looking at overtime here,
We
potentially?
might be. And TLK!
Oh, no, we're looking at a touchdown, baby.
TLK touchdown! 6 seconds left! I don't know if you can see it, but I got chills over here.
What a game.
What a thriller. All right, 2 seconds. Hail Mary.
5. Black 5.
So, it's all on Mouse. And he's sacked.
That's it. That's
That'll
the game.
do it. Memphis Kings, 3rd time is the charm, are your Development League champions. Wow. All right, so I have to ask you, because this is important, who's your player of the game? Who's your MVP?
I think it's got to be the quarterback. Look at what he did that last drive, man. They were losing the game, and what does he do? He comes back and just starts throwing dots, and they go get the touchdown. I mean, you could look at the blockers on that one last play. What a amazing last drive.
That's fair. So Peter Softens is your MVP. All right.
Watch.
And now we're on to the Super Casual Bowl. That was honestly one of the most amazing games. That was
awesome.
all right. Aliens. Wallabies. All right. Beautiful face of Ryan Heaves. Who do you got winning this game?
This is the Wallabies, correct?
This is the Wallabies. They're technically the underdogs, but don't let that fool you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Wallabies. With the information you gave me and how good that they've been, their defense is one of the best. I know they've hit a little bit of regression. You said this year they're not as good as what they've been in the past. I got a lot of faith in the Wallabies, man. I'm going with them.
Fair enough. Dave, who is known to be the biggest Wallabies supporter, is supporting the Wallabies. It's actually true. He came into our chat one day, and we asked him why he picked the Wallabies, and he said because of their elite kicker. All right. So one of the things that the Wallabies have been saying is this is their Cinderella story, their underdog season. So you'll see that happening a lot. They've got one loss on the season. So it should be a lot of fun. Let's do it. This is William Thompson's
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
second chance to win a title. There's a bunch of great storylines here. One of the other things you'll see, so we talked about the kickers a bit and the kick power. So we've got the two best kickers in the league currently, Meatwad and Chuck Finn, as Meatwad with that booming kick.
Meatwad, huh?
Meatwad, yeah. We've got some fun and crazy names. There's also Salami Lid. It's a fumble! Ball is loose!
Big.
Luciano Espolone recovers it, but it's 2nd and 18.
Huge. That was huge.
And Show Me just overthrows that one. Espolone is met behind the line. It's a quick 3 and out. Like I said, booming legs. As Chuck Finn sends that back to the 20.
Green 17. Green 17. Ready tonight.
Issa's multi is going to get that one.
Green 1. Green 1. Go.
And Troy Pressing, who used to play for the Aliens, makes it 3rd and 4.
Green 17.
He's back to pass and just throws it away. It's going to be a 3 and out as well. Both of these defenses have been their bread and butter. Like we saw with the last Super Casual Bowls, it's about which defense makes a mistake first, really.
All right, it's kind of what it's looking like. These guys are really stout.
They are. They've built in defense. They're built on the linebacker. They're built on the defensive back. I think if in terms of defensive back edge, I'd give it to the Wallabies just because it's absurd how good they are. Show Me has time, and Warzog, what a catch!
Green 3. Green 3. Go. Red 30.
Although I do love a good defensive battle.
Same, man. Defense is my favorite part of the game. I like seeing some cool stuff happen on offense, but defense wins championships, and I like to win.
That's fair.
41. Hike.
As the
Oh,
pitch
big sack.
can't happen.
Ready.
And Show
Man,
Me
the
is
Norwalls on
sacked.
defense right now are incredible.
Green 46.
The Wallabies, you mean?
46.
Yeah, Wallabies, my
Oh, it's all good. Don't worry. I can't keep them all together. And it's a flag, but I think it's going to be declined. It's a quick offsides. It's going to be accepted. Never mind. Not declined.
Blue 33. Blue 33.
And now it's going to be a punt. As we end the first quarter.
0-0.
And Scarlett's going to get this one to about the 17.
He wanted no smoke.
Green 3.
No. kick returners are a little injury adverse, so they'll run out of bounds if they can,
Then hike.
Gotcha.
even though injuries are off. As Joe Burrow, the tight end, not to be confused with the Bengals quarterback, will get that one. And Burrow again.
Red 31. Red 31.
Huge play by the fullback, Octavian McWaddle III,
Ready.
who gets them a 1st and 10 and 5 yards out of Meatwad's range. Ronick, the former alien, gets them into range.
41. Black 41.
They're moving. Quick passes.
It's working.
Green 3. Green 3.
Now this Ryan Heaves, this is a real face too, correct?
Yeah, it's actually, funnily enough, his face that he made at me after the Hollywood Knights did something and I made another Bob Seger pun.
Nice. Good first down.
So for a $5 donation to charity, I made that his face, Jen. As we hit the 2-minute warning,
Green 1. Green 1.
the Wallabies offense is cooking.
Yep, 8 for 10, man. Well, 8 for 11 now.
Black 41. Black 41. Go.
And a quick sack there. Vidal Valor gets him.
Hike.
And Meatwad makes it with
boomer.
ease. Yeah. Like I said, they can make up to 69 yards.
A boomer.
And the Wallabies take the lead.
Green 17. Green 17.
And Salami Lid will get 5 for.
Red 16. Red 6. Hike. Green 33.
Is this gonna be a quick 3 and out?
I don't know. It's tough against the Wallabies
Big sack.
defense.
Oh, he got smacked.
Espelone with room. He's going to run out of bounds. Huge play from him, though.
Blue 4.
And Dior will get that one up the middle. Making it
They are
2nd and
moving
1.
now.
Green 29. Set. Hike.
And
Oh, he avoided a great big sack, man.
the pressure gets to these quarterbacks, though.
21. Set. Go.
And Dixie Kong is going to get it short.
Black.
This is where you just punch it in. You got a great running back, you use him. And they do. Espelone falls forward. Is he in? He is. Oh,
Touchdown.
okay,
Barely
good.
in.
And the 2-point glitch does not rear its head. So the 2-point glitch is kind of fun and weird. When the player gets tackled while scoring a touchdown, sometimes it'll automatically give them 2 extra points.
Nice.
Yeah, there are some fun and weird bugs. One of our members likes to joke we're Axis's largest QA testing group.
Green 1.
I think they said the same thing.
Oh yeah,
Black 11.
so we are.
All right, come on, Heaves.
Oof, and he just can't get his hands on it.
10. Red 10.
And they're gonna call a timeout right before punting it. It's interesting. Maybe they think they can get the ball back in 20 seconds. So Frost with a good return gets him to about the 35.
Red 16. Red 16. Hike.
Spallone makes a miss, but I think this is the last play of the drive. Nearly a Jimbo sack. So just to give you a little context on what a Jimbo sack is, it's when a running back or a fullback runs into the quarterback and knocks them into the defensive line.
Okay.
And it's called a Jimbo sack because Deepest Jimbo, the Flamingos running back, was famous for doing it.
It's a terrible thing to have a nickname for.
I mean, he's also one of the greatest players of all time, so, you
Oh,
know,
well, then there you go.
he's in the Hall of Fame for more
Like
than
Barry
that.
Sanders. It's like Barry Sanders, man. He ran backwards more than any other player in the league, but he's still one of the greatest running backs of all time.
Exactly. And this one's going to be caught by Slayton.
Oh,
Huge.
big throw and catch. That was 2-on-1.
Absolutely.
44.
Slayton also, funnily enough, used to play for the Aliens.
Ready.
And heaves back corner. Ooh. Just couldn't get their hands on it.
Red 44. Hike.
The famed 6-2's coming out. Heaves avoids the sack, but just overthrows.
Blue 26. Blue 26. Go.
And that's going to be a... What started off really strong means that it's going to be a 1-point game. This Meatwad's kick is good. Adam likes to remind me that the Wallabies were the underdog all season. They were not. But I love that they're going with the Cinderella story narrative. It's pretty fun.
Right?
As Espelone is blocked by his own player and will lose a yard.
Green 3. Set. Hike.
Show me back pass. Dixie Kong, huge catch.
Black 8. Black 8. Set.
And there's a sack. Making it 2nd and 13.
Green 33. Hike.
Show me back to pass. Finds Espelone for a short gain. 3rd and 9.
Go.
Zainth is booing us. And so, remember how I said it's all about the leg? You're about to see a booming kick from Chuck Finn.
Hike.
And it's good.
He
57,
sinks it.
57-yarder.
They needed that, man. The Wallabies were coming back.
They are. I mean, look, they're still in a touchdown worth of difference.
Yep.
And what this now means is if we hit the 4th quarter with the Wallabies having the ball, they will go for it on the 4th down because they're down by more than 3.
Big time sack. He's got to get that ball out.
He does.
Nowhere to go, man. This is not looking like a good drive. They need a big one right here.
Blue 47. Go.
Yeah, you're not going to get 3rd and 17. You're throwing it 3 yards.
Nope. It's a little too conservative. But against this defense, I mean, we haven't seen, outside of like a handful of deep passes, we haven't seen them work.
Red 16. Red 16.
Van is saying it's probably GG, but I don't know, Van. Did you watch the last game? There's plenty of football left. Let's get
That's
some
right.
fours in chat.
Green 33.
Yep, there is a lot of game left.
Oof.
Blue
It's
26.
3rd and 2.
Blue 26. Hike.
And that's going to be a quick punt.
Big time sack. Big time.
Black 39. Black 39.
All right, so if you had to guess right now, what do you think the final score is going to be for this game?
Ooh. I think
Blue 26.
it's going to be either 10-6 or 13-10. I think this is really going to be decided by this drive.
I think we're going 16-13.
All right. As Slayton gets a first. Huge catch.
Red 9. Red 9. Set.
As Burrow
All
will
right, man,
get a
give me a second.
yard.
I got to get my wife and my child out of here.
Oh, no worries. No worries. Take your time. Heaves downfield. Huge play by Slayton.
Blue 4. Blue 4. Go.
And it's a pick. Clark Kent.
Green 1. Green 1.
And that is the first turnover we've seen tonight. As Salami Lid gets a first but runs out of bounds, stopping the clock.
Red 9.
And show me a sack there as the double team gets to a Ricky Rogers.
Blue 4.
Show me needs something here as it's going to be the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 29. Espelon's going to run it. New Zealand's going to burn their first time out. And Scarlett. So with 1:40, Wallabies have to drive. They're going to go for it on 4th.
41.
Yeah, I don't know if my score is going to come true here.
I don't know. You missed it though. At the 5-yard line, the Wallabies unfortunately turned the ball over. Clark Kent with a pick.
I heard Superman.
Superman himself, as Heaves is going to run with it, but be sacked. Wallabies are going to burn their second timeout.
Black 8. Stood up.
This is not looking good, Wallabies.
And McWaddle, that's their final timeout. 4th and 10. This is it. It's do or die. And they're going to die.
Yeah, that's it.
That might be it. If the Wallabies can get a quick stop, but I don't know. I think Roswell's going to make it a touchdown difference a game. Espelone. What did you say your final score was going to be?
17.
I said 13-16.
Ooh. You might get the final digit and the 13 right, though.
I might. That's not close enough, though, dude.
It's not. That's true.
That doesn't win you anything in Vegas.
No, it doesn't. Does win you things on boxes, though. And here's something weird that I hate about the Axis engine. That false start is going to keep the clock running.
Blue 47.
Ah.
Roswell is going to win this. Congratulations, Roswell Aliens, on your first ever super casual victory. And your first ever super casual appearance. What a playoff run. They went from being the 3rd seed or the 6th seed because of division to winning it all. Congratulations,
time.
Roswell. So, I've got to ask you again, who's your MVP of this game?
I believe it's got to go with the kickers, man. To make some of the ones that they did, I think that they were really the difference maker. The score was really low, and they had a significant impact on the game. What was the kicker's name for the winning team?
Chuck Finn.
That's who I'm going to go with. I think that was huge.
Let's see. Not. I honestly, I might be, and here would be my. Let me just see. There's one player on defense I want to see. The only one who I think might be my case to make is Chuck Finn. Not Chuck Finn. Clark Kent with his 1 interception, 2 deflections, and 6 tackles.
Yeah, great game, man. Unbelievable.
I think it might be Kent, but.
Yep. Superman probably won that one. You're right.
All right. Well, so congratulations, Clark Kent, on your MVP. Nostradamus, thank you so much for joining me in the booth. It has been an absolute pleasure.
Yo, anytime, man. That was awesome.
Yeah. And thank you all for tuning in.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me. See you next time.